welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Celia and I do hair videos, makeup videos, and a little bit of fashion. Today I'm going to show you my updated foundation routine. It's been a long time I haven't done a foundation routine. Actually, I think I only have one foundation and contour routine on my channel, so I'm like, you know what, there's a lot of things that I don't do anymore. I stopped using the sponge to put on my foundation, etc, etc. So I'm like, you know what, let me just make an updated foundation routine. So if you want to see how I do my current foundation routine, then stay tuned. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep my skin, and I use this facial oil from Lehan. I can't pronounce the name, but I'll put everything in the description bar. And now I'm going to go in with my Estée Lauder eye cream. It's very important for you to prep your skin, like so important. So I'm just using, I use so much, this is way too much, but whatever. I do this just to keep my under eyes hydrated, and whenever I put on my concealer it doesn't look cakey because it's moisturizing and stuff. And I'm using my ring finger to massage that into my skin. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise, because they're like, I think they're like mowing the lawn or some shit. Like, man, the one time I'm ready to record, it's so loud. Anyway, I'm gonna moisturize my skin. I think this is gonna be low because you're literally right there. And don't forget your neck. I don't have no brow routine on my channel. I think my brow routine is so basic. It's just like I already have brows and my brows are already pretty thick, so I pretty much just shape them better. So I don't feel like anybody wants to see that. So I'm just gonna do this off camera and then I'll come back and finish up. Okay, so now that my brows are finished, I'm going to prime, and I've been using the Covergirl True Blend Smoothing Primer. It's like almost done. I've been loving this primer though. So the first thing I'm gonna do is color correct my skin, like around my mouth area. That's where I have hyperpigmentation and like dark spots and stuff. So I'm gonna use my Colorpop No Filter Concealer in a deep dark 50. This more as a orange or red undertone, so that's the reason why I use it. I'm just popping a little bit around my mouth area, as I said, and on the sides of my nose. And sometimes I go in with a little bit under my under eyes, even though I don't really have dark circles, but I just do it because. I'm going to use a brush to blend it out, and I'm tapping into my skin so I don't lose the coverage from the concealer. I'm going to go with my sponge and just blend out everything. Okay, so now that I color correct, I'm gonna use my foundation, and I've been using the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in Sienna and Fenty Beauty in 420. I've been mixing these a lot, so I'm just gonna use like a tiny bit of like this much of the Fenty, and then one pump of the Becca, because the Becca is like a little teeny bit darker than my complexion, and Fenty is like, right now because it's summer, it's a little bit lighter than my foundation, so I mix these. So what I've been using is brush to do my makeup recently. Sorry it's dirty, but I'm gonna use the Real Technique, what brush is this? Medium sculpting brush to put on my foundation. So I'm just gonna tap on the on my back of my hands, get a little bit, then I'm gonna press this into my skin. So I'm not rubbing, I'm tapping it into my skin so I can get that coverage. Look at that. That's so beautiful. I don't know why I wasn't using brushes from beginning, because this is so beautiful. It's ridiculous, so beautiful. It makes my skin so flawless. And don't forget your neck and your jawline. That's just one dip and it covers everything right here. Like, wow. So I'm just gonna go in again and tap this. I don't really put foundation on my forehead back in the days. I just use whatever remain on the brush on my forehead. And I'm gonna bring that on my neck. Okay, so now my foundation is finished. I'm gonna use Colorpop No Filter Concealer in Dark 46, and I'm gonna use this to highlight. Then I'm using the same concealer in Deep Dark 58 to contour. I've been really loving these concealer, as you guys can tell. Like, I've been really loving them. These has been my favorite. Yeah, so this one is color correct, this one is highlight, this one contour. And I put a little bit right here. Right here. Might just do a little bit down here. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. stippling brush, small stippling brush, and I'm just gonna tap that into my skin. I've been tapping a lot instead of rubbing. Find out that it blends better. And I'm doing my contour first because I want my concealer to dry down a little bit so I can get a little bit more coverage. So I'm just gonna tap this again. I put my concealer, the darker concealer, my contour, on top of my jawbones. So when I'm blending now, it will spread to where my contour, my natural contour line is. But if I did put it right where the natural contour is, then it will go down right down here, and I don't want it. So I put it a little bit on top of my jawbone, so by the time I blend it, it will just go exactly where I want it. So blend that in. And then my concealer will blend in whatever is on top of my jawline. If that makes sense. Now bring it up a little bit to my temple, just a little bit, not too much. Next, I'm going with my Real Technique setting brush, and this is what I'm going to use to blend my concealer. So I'm going to start from my mouth area and I'm tapping. I make my eyes. And I'm not bringing this any further than right here, because the more you bring your concealer out, the wider your face is gonna look, and I don't want my face to look that wide. I want it to keep looking oval and narrow. So I'm not gonna bring my highlight too far over, because obviously, you know, highlight, enhance, contour, reduce. So we don't want that. Okay, now that's blend. I'm going back in with my foundation brush and I'm gonna blend everything together. So wherever my contour and my highlight meets, that's where I'm gonna blend these two together right here. See that? No, it's seamless. And then I'm gonna go back to my contour brush and I'm gonna contour right here. Use that brush to blend right here, because again, I said I don't want the concealer to go that far. And then I'm gonna use my brush, the foundation brush, to blend everything together. So you see everything, the brightness is like right in the center. So I'm gonna do this to this side. Go back in wherever I feel like, you know, brightness is losing. I'll go back in with the brushes, then blend. And again, I'm tapping, 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 tapping. So right now my face looks flawless. Look at that. Everything just blends seamlessly together. And now I'm going to contour my nose. I'm using the same concealer. I'm like ensuring all the excess concealer is off. And I'm going to start from, I'm just like doing tap motions because I don't want a lot. Because a little goes a long way. And it comes down to this concealer. I'm going to use my brush, my tap right here. Clip it full. Then I think this is my only time I kind of pull or rub. And I kind of blend this into my brows. Back in my brush, I'm gonna tap. Then I'm going back in with my highlights, concealer. I'm just gonna tap, 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 tap. Blend that out. Okay, so now is the time when I go with my sponge, and I'm going to use my Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set underneath my eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my sponge. I'm going to ensure that all the creasing under my eyes gone. So I'm going to continuously looking up, then taking a little bit of the powder. I'm going to press this into my skin. Then I'm going to go back in, and this is when I'm going to bake. So I set it first and then I put extra powder to bake. Because I find that if I just go in and with a lot of product under my eyes, it looks cakey. So I set it first and then I bake. And I also press the powder around my mouth area to set my smile line because it creases a lot. Then I put a little bit on my nose. And a little bit on my brows because my brows tends to get oily. And I let that stay. Then I would set the rest of my face with my Fenty Pro Filter powder in Nutmeg. And I kind of tap this into my skin as well. This is when I would do my eyes. So I'm gonna do my eyes off camera and then I come back. Okay, so my eyes are done. So now I'm gonna use my damp sponge and I'm gonna just press that excess powder into my skin. This is when I like blend everything together. I'm going back with the brush. I'm gonna blend. Blend. These lashes are long. And next I'm gonna bronze. And as usual, you know, I use my big contour kit. Then I'm gonna contour with the same sleek tip. Add some blush, and I'm using Juvia's Place blush. Where is it? Juvia's Place blush. And that'll. Then I'm gonna spray my face with Mario Badescu setting spray, and this is just gonna help everything to melt together. I'm gonna go over that with Urban Decay Sleek Set makeup setting spray. This is gonna help the makeup to last longer. I'm gonna go with my fan. I'm gonna add some mascara to my bottom lashes in the meantime while this is drying. I've been loving this highlighter from Covergirl Full Spectrum. I'm gonna use the middle one, this one. It's so pretty. Then I'm going back in with the sponge where it is. I'm just gonna pat this into my skin. And I'm gonna do one more spray of Mario Badescu. And that's a look, guys. This is so pretty. Look at my skin. This is a finished look. I love how this looks. My skin looks so flawless. Like, my skin looks so nice. And this brush thing is really what makes my skin look nice, because it just gives so much coverage. Because you know the sponge kind of soak up the excessive foundation, but the brush, you just give a flawless finish. I really love this brush. So yeah, if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, as well as hit that bell button so you get notified whenever I post new videos. So you guys take care, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.